You know what time it is, right?
Hey, time!
What's up, Nick?
You already know what time it is. It's time for the Dr. Tom G Show.
Give me, I want to show you something.
I'ma shine now, cause you project me. Paid for my sins, so now I'm debt free. No weapon against me can prosper in my sleep. Your grace, it must be. You're my Jehovah. Jireh, don't need no one else, cause you complete.
Good evening, good evening, good evening. I know, right? I messed that up. It's your girl, Dr. Tanji, and welcome to another edition of the Dr. Tanji Show. Hi, how are you? Happy Friday. We made it, man. No matter what it is that you had to go through from this morning until now, you can breathe a little easier, right? Of course you can. Welcome to another edition of the Dr. Tanji Show, and we are broadcasting this show live from the beautiful country of St. Lucia. And this show had a home back in Los Angeles, and we'll get into that because today is a really special day for us this evening, and I'm trying to be cool with it. You know, I really am. But in the spirit of how we do things, I want to stop and say thank you. Thank you for everyone who literally support. Yeah, I'm going to call you lady because every morning you send me a text to remind me that he got me. And Barbara Augustine that's saying, hey man, where you at? I'm here, lady. And to all of those who said, you know what? All right, we got you. We'll support you. And if you do not see this gentleman to my right here, he is the man on the ones and twos. You guys know him as Marlon. He is my gentle giant because that is just who he is to me. How are you?
Actually, very surprised that you're still using the ones and twos because I've got no ones and twos here, but I am here.
I think it's just kind of stuck in my psyche there.
But it's good. It's all good. It's all good. I'm happy to be here with you. And now the word is spreading because now I've had people say to me, I saw you guys last night.
Oh, no way. Yeah. Yeah.
Hopefully by next week,
okay,
I'm going to be spreading the word via my Facebook page and everything, and let everybody know what they can do, what time they can view, and
very good.
So
I like that.
I just need my my photo and whatnot, so we get that. I'm not saying anything to anybody.
Absolutely,
but,
sir.
We'll be good.
Thank you so very much, man. Yes. Seriously, thank you. And I really appreciate that because this show really means a lot to me. This is the first show that I launched in Los Angeles, and I had some amazing co-hosts, KJ. Hello, sir, and Niles Finkley. Hey, man, and these guys, they rolled up their sleeves and they were there to serve, and they were learning these kingdom principles, and it was new, right? And they're like, well, it's not really religion, so we can't say it's a religious show, but what is this show?
I like the balance of the show because if you're looking at religion, if you're looking at somebody who could quote Bible and Bible quotes, you're not going to look for Marlon. I can guarantee you that. I'm not going to tell you John first says this, that, or the other, but I can definitely take something out of it.
Say that?
No, but I'm very not everybody a Bible quote, but and it's just here to show everybody that you don't really have to be addicted to the Bible for you to know for you to understand basically what kingdom principle is all about.
Absolutely,
yes.
Absolutely. And he said it I said a mouthful. He really did. And what I want you to glean from this is that the kingdom principles that we speak on this show, when you think about a kingdom, I want you to think about God's invisible government. This is where he rules and he reigns and he has his dominion. And he gives us the principles, which is his original intent, okay, for his word. We don't add to it. We don't take away from it. And it really is the Holy Spirit that gives us the guidance on how to interpret the scripture. So basically what you're doing is putting from the Constitution, which is the Bible, those words into your life. So when he tells you that I am an ever present help in the time of trouble, when you're in trouble, you won't lose your mind. You understand what I'm saying? So it's different, and I know it is. It came about from my being on a 40-day fast and really just asking God, you know, what is this? What is this life about, man? Yes. You know, there's got to be purpose to it. There's got to be purpose to me. I can't keep going from job to job to job. And there's nothing wrong with jobs until you get into your destiny. All right, don't go quit your job and say I told you so. But you want to be able to. You said it best. You want to be able to relate and live this life. So if you're on that brink of giving up, you can go in those scriptures and apply it to your life and say, well, she did it. Yeah, she's doing it. He's doing it. So I can too.
Yeah, and I think one of the things about teaching people, making them understand is that, you know, you have to understand that you may come from a place where you weren't familiar with what's really happening until somebody come and try to make you understand.
Absolutely.
So you teach kingdom principles.
Yeah, man.
We may not know about kingdom principles until we understand it. I don't think Jesus Christ would go to a church and say to everybody what they already understand. He'd rather go to somebody who doesn't understand and say, look, I can show you the way. I can show you the light, the truth. Yeah. So me being here and saying that I don't really have to quote the Bible and understand the Bible doesn't necessarily mean that I'm demeaning anything.
No.
But
and if someone took it like that, shame on you.
But I'm just here to learn just as much as you.
Absolutely.
And we, like I always tell you, it's a process. It's a learning process.
It is a learning process. And I don't have all the answers, right? But I know who does, right? And so I'm not wasting my days in worry anymore. I used to be, worrying from the time I got up to the time I went through my day to the time I went to bed, and it didn't accomplish nothing for me, but made me get on high blood pressure medicine. How about that? But what I'm saying is, we don't have to know all the answers. No. But we have to trust the one who does. Does that make sense?
It makes sense.
All right. So if this is your very first time tuning into this show really is created with you in mind. It's a show that is designed, and it's purposely designed to move you from where you are to where you want to be. It's a show that I live, okay? So don't think that I'm just doing a show to say, hey, look at me. No, man. Do you know what I could be doing with this time? He owns me. If that makes any sense for my scholars out there, they understand that lordship means owner. And when he owns you, then you do exactly what you're supposed to do, okay? In whatever area of gifting you're supposed to be doing it in. This show is predicated on a system that I call the Haas system. That's honesty, openness, and sincerity. I've said it once. I've said it over maybe 500 shows now, a little over maybe 1,000. You won't get my opinion when it comes to that word. And I don't readily accept yours when it comes to this kingdom mandate for our lives. This thing is serious, man. You can literally have heaven right here on earth. And I'm living proof. I really am. So with this show, it fosters a community of trust. I trust you, you trust me. We glean from one another. We help one another. All right? And it's a show that I get to do every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday right here on our own platform. So if you're watching by YouTube or if you're watching by Facebook or Instagram, or as of today, drum roll, aha, shows an official syndication. And what that means is we literally are broadcasting around the world.
Wow.
How about that?
Right. Tell us about some.
Absolutely. So that means that your Spotify podcast, your Google podcast, your Apple podcast, let's see, TuneIn, Amazon Music, wherever you get, iHeartRadio, wherever you get your podcast or your streaming information, you literally can go in and type in Dr. Tanji Show. And our first episode is up tonight. They released it around 3 o'clock this morning.
Okay.
Yeah, so I felt like dressing up as if I was going to the ball. And you look amazing. You do.
I said it because you want to find out sparkling too.
But you are. You're soul, man. We see your soul. So on a Friday night, you find yourself here.
Yes.
I'm sorry, man. I just got to ask you, what is that like?
Oh, that's new. Can I keep it real?
Please do.
I would have never imagined me doing this on a Friday night. Friday night is like crazy.
Wow.
But, then again, sometimes you can make a difference, right? To spread some positivity.
Come on, please don't make me cry. I've got this thing in the tropics where I
No, I'm not going to do this today, but I'm just saying.
Wow.
This is what it really is sometimes. And, you grow up, you do something different every now and then.
Man.
Friday night for me would probably be like home.
Yeah.
See television.
Yeah. And there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
But you're giving the show and you're giving me something that you can't manufacture.
Mm-hmm.
See, you can't create time.
No.
And you are only allotted so many hours in the day, right? So many seasons in your years. And then you share that with me, man, that, I said it once and I'll say it until I'm blue in the face. I am so grateful for your being here.
I can't say thank you enough. Thank you for, seeing something in me that I probably didn't even realize existed.
Isn't that something?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Gosh, that's a whole other show. But I want to touch on really quickly here, and then we're going to have this dialogue, and then we're going to get out of your ear gate. But I want to talk about vision. And vision it is so vitally important for a man or a woman to know, what is it that I was created for? Vision is so important that our daddy speaks about it in reference to you waiting on it. So if you're someone who believes that, today you're supposed to be doing this and this is the vision that I have, and then tomorrow you're supposed to be doing this and this is the vision, vision will always come from God. I understand that, we think we have it, we do, but it will always come from Him, because vision works when your eyes don't. Vision is that inward man that says to God, you own me and I want to do exactly what you would have me to do. And I'm not quitting until you tell me what it is. And then you're so bold. You're so bold to know that though it tarry, though it looks like it's going to take a long time, you wait in Him. I wrote some things down because I didn't want to go like all over the place, because I'll do that. I really will, especially when it's something that I believe in so wholeheartedly, about living the life that you're supposed to be living. But I want to slow it down just a little bit. All right? And I want to tell the persons that are listening who this show is for. See, this show may not be for everybody, Marlon, this evening, and I get it. I do. You may be at the pinnacle of your success and you're, making as much money as you want to make and you're influencing as many folk as you want to influence. Then this is not for you tonight. So it's okay if you scroll along. But for those who are having bouts of fear of failure, for those who are tired of waiting, and I've been there, for those who are staying up all night not knowing how to go to sleep, trying to take meds to lay down or alcohol to get your mind clear, for those who are saying, but you don't even understand, chick, I'm tired. I'm tired of waiting. I'm tired of people lying to me. I'm tired of going to a building and I shout on Sunday and then Monday I'm asking God to give me another field. If this is for you, if you're heartbroken and if you're trying to pick up broken pieces in your life, then this show is for you this evening. Because what I didn't understand when I was sitting patiently and I was thinking that God had me in time out, that perhaps I had done something that caused him to tell me, okay, but in those periods of when you feel like you're being standoffish from people, and those times when you're like trying to make sense of why you just don't have the wherewithal to get up and hang out like you used to. It's in those times where God will literally allow you to be your most creative self. And that creative self is going to be from the inside out. That's that vision that you've got to birth. And he's so wonderful in everything that he does that he'll send people like a gentle giant or a sea captor inspire or a Bicy Morgan Scott or a Caliber or Asian Major. Those folk that hold your ladder and tell you that you can definitely do it. God is so relentless in making certain that you do exactly what you're supposed to do at the time that you're supposed to do it, that it feels like, why don't he listen to me? I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm praying, I'm fasting, I'm telling people about his goodness, and it looked like I've lost everything. I get it. I absolutely get it. Sorry, I'm in the tropics. Bear with me, honey. So what do you do? What do you do when you stepped out on faith? You can't turn around because there is no ground back there. And you got to go forward, and there's nothing but ocean. There's nothing that looks like what you prayed about, man. What do you do when you're telling people that I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that? And then you even write it on your Instagram wall. I am a TV host. I am a radio host. I wrote that before it even happened. So what I've learned in this thing called vision, wait on it. And while you're waiting on it, you wait in him. And that waiting in him is so very uncomfortable because people that know you are going to wonder, why aren't you hanging out with me no more? Oh, you changed. Well, sugar, I had to. I got to get the mind of Christ or I'm going to lose mine. And then sometimes you do have to lose yours. You got to lose old methodologies of ways that you used to do things so you could bring a pass, a goal, or an objective. Vision is not goals. Vision is not objectives. Vision is not. I'm sorry. Someone told you that. Just look in your Constitution. Though it tarry, our scripture says, wait on him, wait on it. And I'm telling you that as you're waiting on it, you better put your mind on him. So I've got 3 principles with some keys that you can use. And then he already know what I'm going to do in just a minute. So get ready.
Oh, I'm ready.
All right. Here's some keys that are really principles that I want you to understand in your season, if you found yourself in that broken place, if you found yourself feeling like, oh my God, he's not listening to me, and why won't God? Is he real? Key principle number 1, choose to believe what is written from the source, who not only created you to have the same likeness and image. Likeness is functionality. Image is characteristics, okay, of our daddy. But who loves us so much, man. He loves us so much. Choose to believe that he loves us so much, that he placed vision within you so you wouldn't mess it up and others around you wouldn't see it and try to squander it. The key to that principle, okay, technology, when you hide the word of God in your heart, you begin operating in the spirit and not really caring about what you see. When you hide the word of God in your heart, man, those nights that your cheerleaders are asleep and it's 2:00 in the morning and there is nobody around to tell you, you got this. Though they slay me, though you slay me, yet will I trust you. Those are words that, because you've hid them in your heart, you're able to talk with him. He's a daddy, man. He's like the best daddy that you could ever have. And if you've ever been a daddy's girl, or perhaps you weren't blessed to be a daddy's girl, that relationship with him is so powerful. It's so needed in your life. Principle number 2. For those that are in that broken place, for those that are having anxiety, for those that are fearful of being who you really are supposed to be, you feel like somebody's got their hand around your neck saying, do what I say do. Here's a principle for you. Stay in the presence of God. Seriously, this is where your peace lies. The more you're in his presence, the more peace you're going to have. Even when faced with some of the most challenging circumstances, the only way I could literally keep from worrying is that I had to stay in his presence. And see, when I'm in a relationship like that, that means that even when I don't get everything right, even when I slip and say some stuff that I ain't got no business saying, even when I think thoughts that are not, that they're not conducive to what he would have me to do and be and whatever it is that I'm doing, he still loves me. Here's the key to that particular principle. Rehearse over and over and over what you believe is your purpose, how you're embracing it right now. And just visualize for yourself already operating in your vision. I remember when my lights were off and the water was off and I was sitting there in the office of a house that was about to be foreclosed on. I literally remember saying, man, one day I'm going to be like sitting at my pool and I'm going to be writing and I'm going to be a published author and I'm going to have a radio show and TV show, when all of this was going on. And I'm sure my family thought I was crazy. It's fine. I'm glad you did. You wouldn't bother me. Times when I remember my mom, man, saying, sometimes you just got to steal away. And when you stealing away, you just got to be quiet. Be quiet. It's okay. It's okay if you don't have anything but tears. He knows them and he places them in a bottle. It's okay if you can't do anything but lift your hands. He understands that's your worship. But as long as you are in his presence, no matter what it looked like, I am a living witness that it will come to pass. But you got to stay in his presence. And the third key that I'd like to leave with you this evening as you get ready for your weekend and you're celebrating life, or maybe you're celebrating the life of someone that you're having to bury. They've transitioned and whatever it is that you may be going through at this very moment, here's the third key. Act like you know it. And I'm really, really serious. Act like you know it's already done. Remember where it's written that when you trust God with your heart, that's your mind, when you trust Him and you lean not to what you believe to be your understanding of what it looked like, He guides you. He directs every path. And I know, I'm telling you, I know. And this evening is so special to me. And I started with that. Tonight, well, this morning at 3:00, right? We went into syndication. And the show has been on air and platforms for years now. So this is not something that I'm just doing, right? But I remember calling the owner of the company that was going to host a podcast, and I'm going to launch a podcast. This is almost 3 years ago. I kid you not. And we had this really good meeting, and they were excited, the team. And I kept saying that I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. But I didn't do it. For whatever reason, man, it wasn't the set time. And sometimes I get ahead of myself. I never can get ahead of my daddy, but I got ahead of myself because I wanted it right then. I want it now, not knowing that this show was going to be broadcast from a country that was readily waiting and receiving hope and exemplify being positive, man. But when I would look in the mirror, I want to not even see Tanji. I want to see my daddy. You know what I mean? I want to see my big brother and Savior Christ. I want to see the attributes that He has, those fruit that will allow you not only to be in a book called the Book of Salvation, but will allow you to be in some books. Because what you do down here, man, determines how you're going to govern with Him in that invisible kingdom that's real visible. So when we die, when we take our last breath, the assignment is over down here. You understand? So it's what you do, man. Can people really see the love of Christ in you? Can they see it? You can make your mouth say anything, as a lady would tell me in Atlanta. Baby, you can make your mouth say anything, and you can.
But just to jump in.
Oh, come on,
And we're
jump.
speaking of vision, right? Vision.
Yeah.
And the thing about vision, what you see basically is what you want to happen. For lack of better terms or anything, I would say vision sort of like motivates you. Vision is a motivation. You've seen what you want to do.
Okay.
It's a motivation you need.
Okay.
And then there's the purpose.
Yeah.
Just to clarify exactly what it is that you need, right?
Yeah.
So the vision is very important, and we've been talking about vision.
Yeah.
And that motivation is really what was going to take you further.
Come on.
Because as long as you're motivated, and what we do here is part of the motivation.
Come on.
So the vision that we're expecting everybody to have is to get themselves motivated in any way. You understand?
Come on.
When they get that, when they fulfill that purpose,
Yeah.
clarification will come through.
Yeah.
So I guess
when
you that vision that you had when you came down here, it is good. It motivates.
But it was nothing. This is not what I envisioned. I'm so sorry.
Okay.
I can't say that. Yeah, man, I saw it and I saw me. No, I'd be lying. I didn't see this. This is more than what I could
didn't
envision.
the vision, regardless, didn't it motivate you anyway?
It motivated me to get out of my way.
Okay.
You know what I mean? It motivated me enough to
Which
say,
is what we spoke about a couple of days ago.
Absolutely. You got to get focused, right?
Yes.
Focus. You got to get out of your way.
Yeah.
You really do. Sometimes you can be the biggest hindrance to you.
Yes.
When I signed the paperwork for syndication almost 3 years ago, they didn't hinder me. They were excited about welcoming me to their family. But it was me.
And can I tell you that I know you were excited about it.
Yeah.
You were motivated. I mean,
Yeah.
I heard it from you all the time.
Yeah.
You were always like at it.
Yeah.
Your vision
Yeah.
was your motivation.
It was my motivation. You want me to go on and say that, don't you? I'll say it.
I kind of want you.
It really was, though.
Yeah.
But what's another word for motivation? Faith,
Okay.
expectation, belief. You think about that, though. Would you really start anything with not believing that you were going to at least be successful in it? Would you like waking up, and I get up every morning and I love to sweep. I really do. When I'm sweeping, it is just my time to be like, Lord, what is it that you want me to do today? You know what I mean? So
you're right, definitely right about faith, because
Yeah.
if you have no faith in what you're gonna do, you're not gonna get it started in the first
no,
place.
no. Come on.
Yes. So you will keep, you'll be like, I'll do it,
Right.
and you're not gonna get it done.
Right.
You need that faith. You need to get going.
Absolutely.
But I keep going back to the vision of anything that you have.
Absolutely.
You need. I guess you're right. You're definitely correct. Faith is what keeps you going.
It has to,
It has to
because
be, yeah.
it doesn't make sense when
Yes.
you go from you're showing up every day, right? Let's say you're doing a podcast and nobody's listening to your
Yes.
podcast, and
Yeah.
you're like, oh man.
And you're like, I'm gonna do this tomorrow anyway.
Yeah, but you got to get up, because you already know that because he orders your step, it's already successful. It doesn't matter how many numbers you see. I mean, if it was predicated on numbers, I'd probably be back in Los Angeles. You understand?
Yeah.
But when he sends you to a place and that vision is there, you don't have to know all the steps. You don't have to know what it looked like. You just got to believe, man.
Which is why I went back and I said, without the vision and purpose,
Yeah.
really, there's nothing.
Yeah.
You know the purpose, you have the vision.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you need the faith.
You need the faith.
Yeah.
Look at this. So you don't even want me to ask you any questions, do you, Dr.
Well, I
Shasha?
give you everything already that you needed. Right?
Marlon, I love you so much, man. I am grateful. I am truly, truly grateful for everyone that tunes in. Now, I've got to do a little bit of housekeeping here, because I did not say, please check us out on all social media platforms. Not only check us out on YouTube and Instagram and Facebook, but like and subscribe on YouTube and share. All right. If I've brought value, if the show has brought any value to you, we've got some of the archives of the show on the newly launched website, www.drtanjishow.com. And I'm so excited about that website. I'm going to give you the scoop behind it for those who sign up for my QRC. Am I saying something too too fast there? But there will be some behind the scenes of how all of this came into fruition. And I mean, if you really knew the story, you would be like, oh, dear God, woman, my hat's off to you. But it really is not for my glory, but it is for his and the people that I get to serve. Marlon, man, I don't know what time it is, but I guess it's time for us to go off
Already?
here, Man, thank you so much on a Friday night for... Seriously, from one end of the island to the next, and you're here. And if you complained, you didn't even let me hear it. How about that? And
there really has been no complaining. I mean, it's always good to do this with you. Your spirit just kind of, lifts me, and even if it had been a bother,
yeah.
Even by the time you're on, hey, I'm good. So I want to thank you for being here and being very patient and taking the time out to do this, and ensuring that everybody hears what you have to say, and we really do appreciate it. I mean, not just being here as a co-host with you, but sometimes I hear what people have to say. I want to thank you. Your energy is 100. I'm happy you did that. It's really 100, and we need that sort of energy to let people know that to have faith, to be willing to serve God does not necessarily mean
Come on.
you have to be on a low. You know, you
Come
have
on,
to be
baby.
this.
Come on.
You can serve and be happy and be
Come on.
excited.
Absolutely,
And you know,
man.
you brought something in me that really didn't exist.
I
And
love him.
I'm serious. But
Just come on, man. Just come on and do it to me tonight.
but
Talk about
I don't always like to do this, you know. But I'm telling you that this is what it is. So I'm hoping that somebody else experiences this part of it and can understand and say, "Hey, I get it. I get what you're saying, Marlon." You understand?
Wow.
Yeah, and I know there are quite a few people out there.
Yeah.
I will not mention what
Okay.
I do and but there are people who talk to me all the time and they say, "Yeah, Marlon, you know, I really appreciate her. I love her. I love what she's bringing." And I always say to you, you hit people from all different ends and all ages and all everybody, you know.
Man.
So
Yeah, man.
we love it.
God be the glory, dude.
And I've been just throwing my words around, but I'm just trying to let you
I
understand.
understand exactly what you're saying. It's food for my soul. I am so excited to be a part of this journey with you in life. I really, really am. I do not take it lightly nor for granted. I understand that you could really be doing whatever it is, that whether you're listening on the podcast or you're listening on the social media platform, I am grateful to you. I do not take it lightly or for granted. I am so thankful for yet another day. If you only knew the week that I had, you'd be like, what? And you're smiling because it ain't my problems, it's his problems. I just got to show up with this ammunition called faith. I love you, love you, love you. Check us out on social media, all platforms. It's at Dr. Tanji Show. Go to the website, man. Check the website out. Kepanya's branding. I love you, baby. Thank you so very much. All right, the Lord say the same and the creek don't rise. We're going to do this thing again Monday, all right? Same time. Same time. We'll get there. Definitely the same platforms. Until then, be good to yourself. Be good to yourself. Be patient with yourself. And, you know, you're really 3 feet from exactly where you're supposed to be. Until then, I love you very much. If you see me in town, man, say hi and get on camera with me.
Yeah, they definitely will. They'll hear you.
They'll hear me, right?
That's right.
Bye.